Boom. Yo people. My name is Temisanren Uwawah,
My name is Frederick Yeboah.
and we are the leading cast of the film Take Care.
We're here today to ask each other some questions and hopefully get some good responses.
Right.
So after you go.
Alright. So we've got the questions in a bowl. Yeah, as you can see. It's mixed up FA Cup style.
Who wrote this? With
Derek wrote these. No? Derek, you wrote this, no?
can't confirm.
Okay. Somebody wrote them, innit? Somebody wrote them. Alright, cool. So the first question, there's an actual question on here, because I think it's plain paper. So the first thoughts when reading the script, what were your first thoughts?
First thoughts on reading the script. Derek actually sent me another short film similar, and when I read the script already, it just caught my eye. Like in terms
As
of,
in a different, not
Yeah.
Take Care.
oh no, a different short.
Oh, okay,
short
yeah.
What's it called? A short film.
Mhm.
Obviously, not the same one, but with a similar structure. And then when I read Take Care, obviously for me, it just caught my eye straight away. Obviously, I know this isn't Derek's first script. I can already see the growth in his writing, and obviously the storyline behind it made a lot of sense. Not to say that I've lived, that scene for scene, but you could relate to it easily. Do you know what I mean? Playing the character Kwame as well, so it was like quite easy.
Close to home, innit?
Very close to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, my first thoughts about the script was this is something that a lot of people can relate to, especially within our community. Do you know what I mean? So I saw a lot of improvements in writing. So for me, I enjoyed reading it.
Alright. Shake out your time. You sound good.
FA Cup, bro. Alright. Okay. Favorite scene from the film?
That's a bit vague though, my favorite scene from the film, to be honest, is the opening scene. Yeah, I feel like the opening scene or the scene with the kids at the start. So with the younger versions of ourselves, I think that's my favorite because it's just nostalgic, man. Do you know what I mean? Like we can all remember being that age, just running around doing nonsense, talking nonsense, not caring about anything. But yeah, I think that's my favorite scene. If not, it's the spoiler alert, innit? But I'll say the scene with the kids. So we have a scene that's very nostalgic at the start. It's basically the younger version of ourselves doing what kids would have done at that age, talk rubbish. That's my favorite stuff. Alright. Oh, that's a good one. What made you get into acting?
What made me get into acting? It was mad. I think, do you know what, from like primary school, it was like the way like teachers would kind of egg me on in some ways. It's like, oh,
What, into acting or?
yeah, it's like you're good at this, and so you start to pay attention to those little things. It's kind of like when you can kick ball, and then the man might guess you.
But everyone can kick.
I know, but I'm saying like when it's more than
The average.
yeah, and obviously something that I don't think I really paid much attention to. It was just a hobby, but yeah, I would say like from primary school, the more teachers would talk about it, like to my parents especially. Then in secondary school, again, same thing. Obviously, everyone's focused on ball, innit? So then I think like once you start getting into like being aware of like shows when you're watching the Disney channels and you're getting to know the characters and then you're actually trying to see like where they came from in it, and you're seeing how they've been doing it since young, whatever. So I think the inspiration started kicking there, and so I'll say probably from people actually saying like we're all right at this. It just made me realise, okay, cool, this is something that I could explore. But
And that was how old? How old was you? Or from what you can remember anyway.
I think I was like 10.
So this is primary school.
Yeah, it's in that primary school. But obviously it's not something that I took seriously
Pursued.
at the time.
Until when would you say?
I would say I was properly.
Or like just more than just people are telling you should do it.
Yeah, I'll say 2017. Because it was like obviously you're finishing uni, then I'll think about what you really want to do.
Yeah.
And like the interest was always there, but it's just never really something I followed up on doing. So I say from 2017, like, there was kind of a little bit of a drive, do you know what I mean? Especially, do you know what I'm saying, courtesy of the Unbraekable company giving that opportunity back then. So yeah, it was definitely an eye opener then for me.
Yeah. It's cool. Fair enough. Oh, you want me to answer?
Yeah, actually, yeah, no. What's the exact word for word?
So,
What made you get into acting?
I think so. Sometimes when you're younger, subconsciously some things are always there. And obviously the people that know me, I'm quite dramatic. I've been described as, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like in school, I used to get in trouble for like facial expressions. Everything comes full circle with it. So yeah, and then I watched A Different World. So it's a 90s sitcom, and then I remember those times like I was working a job, I didn't like it. So I remember I'd come home. This was uni, you know. I feel like second year uni. So in school I acted, so I did a school play, but I liked drama, do you know what I mean? I did well in drama in school, but when it came to options I didn't pick it. Just, you know what I mean? Just being young that time, innit? I didn't know what I know now. And then so I watched A Different World. So this was second year uni, and then I was working, and then I didn't like my job. So I remember I used to come home and then just watch this show, like watch. Do you get what I mean? And then watch this show, watch different shows like that. Then it was the escapism of acting. Do you know what I mean? You know, when you're watching a show, you just care about the show. It's like for an hour or two, you're not worried about what's going on in your life. Do you see? And then I thought, okay, if I can act and give people the feeling that gives me, then yeah.
Question,
do you know what I mean?
Question
then,
follow up on that. When you watch TV, do you feel like you watch it the same way as everyone else?
I think yes and no. Initially, yeah, but then the more I started wanting to act, wanting to write films, wanting to direct films, I started being more, I guess it's semi-critical. Like I was analysing things more. So I would go cinema with my friends at the time, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna happen. Like, shut up, man. Like, don't do that, innit? Like, just watch it, sort of thing. So yeah, I think I started paying more attention to it. What about you?
Yeah, no, I agree, because I feel like it got to the point when I started doing that training, scenes would be happening, and I'm actually analysing them as just screens. You see like how men will give you a 2-page. Like I was watching, was it called Raising Canaan? It was just a specific scene. I was just like, I was looking at it, I was like, right, they probably did like so many takes. It's probably the best one. So it's like when you're watching stuff, you're enjoying it, but sometimes, like you said, you get too critical. And obviously showing how much love and passion you have. You know what I mean? Obviously you're into directing and writing too, so it makes sense.
So I'll say, long story short, I'll say in uni, because I was working a job that I didn't like, I thought, okay, let me go back to what I like and what I love to do, and I was writing, do you know what I mean? And then kind of just worked backwards from there, really. So yeah. It's my go, innit? No, because you did. Is it me? Is it?
You asked me.
Oh, so it's you go.
No, I haven't asked that.
You haven't?
No. Let me put it back into the FA Cup.
Are you sure? You did ask us?
Nah. Do you remember the question was?
You got a VAR.
Cool. So I have a question for you. Okay, working together again. How is it working alongside him or me?
Oh, as in, what's it like working with you, basically? It's smooth, man. It's smooth. I feel like, obviously, just in acting, you work with a lot of different people that's similar to you or people that's different to you, but I feel like there's trust in it, you know what I mean? Like I know you're going to come and be at a certain level or standard, so that pushes me to also be that, because it's like, okay, cool, if I'm not on my game, I'll make you look bad, do you know what I mean? It's like there's more accountability there in terms, because I know you, like, just away from doing stuff, we've talked about stuff, do you see? So it's like, you have more of an incentive to play the match almost. I think it's smooth, man. I feel like the connection's there, and I think it's good just that we had time apart and done different stuff to come back together and then see, oh wow, you've improved like this, or you're, do you see what I'm saying? Oh, you're better at me than doing this. I can learn how you do this. Do you know what I mean? And they're just seeing the process, really. So yeah, no complaints, man. Appreciate it. No complaints, man. Alright. Oof.
Hard one.
Not hard, it's deep stuff.
Hella lines.
What does the importance of having friends to speak with mean to you?
It means a lot to me. Obviously, my friends, I see as family. Do you know what I mean? Close friends. And it's like another place where you can obviously be yourself, express yourself, do you know what I mean? Because in the world that we live in, like speaking from a man perspective anyway, I feel like we hold a lot in. And within my friendship group anyway, I feel like the way it's set up, you have the opportunity to like be yourself in some cases. So you don't have to put on that hard-headed look. But yeah, for me it's important because, like I said, friends are family to me. So in this age, I feel like it's important in terms of even getting to the next direction. Because as you mentioned in the last question, the friends are going to push you. Do you know what I mean? The people you surround yourself with says a lot about you. So, and especially with my goals and targets, a lot of them are driven from what I've seen from my friends, you know. So yeah, it's critical, especially for my career and my development. So yeah, man, I keep them close to my chest. Yeah. How about you actually? I mean, what's the same word for it? What's the paragraph?
That one.
It's a nice one.
Is that one?
No, it's not. This one.
I picked up everyone except the right one.
Yeah, word for word. What is the importance of having friends to speak with mean to you?
It's everything. It's basically what you said. I mean, stuff. Sometimes in your head you might think A, B, or C, but you need a second or third opinion to tell you, okay, yeah, that's true or that's not true. Do you know what I mean? I look at my friends' like support system. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just bug out or you don't want to talk or whatever the case is, but it's just good to know that you have people that will be there for you regardless. Do you see what I'm saying? So for example, if you act, even if it was crap, they're gonna still clap for you anyway. So it gives you the confidence to go and be good. Do you get what I mean? Because you want to put on a show. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like that unconditional sort of support that's always there. Yeah, it's important, man. It's important.
Good man.
Yeah. Shout out to real friends, man. Me and that. Yeah, it's me. You just answer the question, but.
Another long one.
No, it's not. It's you. Because I said.
Is it me?
So I just asked you. Yeah.
We are terrible.
Yeah, no, just pick another one, innit?
Go put it back in.
I've
seen it ready now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's put that down to wastage now.
Was it a question?
It was it was a great question.
Okay. That's a good one actually. What is it about acting that you love?
Transforming the escapism, innit? I feel like when you're acting, depending on whatever your role is, you're not yourself. Like you can put elements of yourself within what you're doing, but for the most part, it's you portraying or presenting something or someone else's ideas. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, simply the fact that you can get on stage, get behind the camera, get in front of the screen, and you just transform. You know what I mean? It's a hard thing to describe, but it's like just the fact that you're not yourself. It's like it's out of body, but it's in body. I don't know. Yeah. What about you? What's yours?
Like you said, escapism. For me, that's like 10 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? It's like the fact that you could be something else. And I think it's even crazy because it's like, it even helps you become the person you want to be.
True,
Do you know what I mean? And like you said, it's out of body, but it is in body at the same time. But yeah, man, I'll say that's probably what I love the most about acting.
It's crazy. It's like how you can feel the emotions. Sometimes it's how, if you go gym for example, it's like how much you can lift, how much you can grow, how big your muscles can get. In this one, it's like emotionally and mentally how far you can push yourself, because you might do the scenes, it's like, raw. Was that me? Where did that come from? You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's basically that. You know.
Even have you found like you see when you're doing certain scenes when you're rehearsing, and you, like you said, you're banging take. You want to go again. You want to go again.
It's that competitive sort of.
You know what I'm saying?
Just to give the best to that character, which is in effect the audience after. Yeah, for real. Definitely. That's a good question. I like that. Alright, cool. Oh, okay. Your first acting experience.
Are we talking screen?
Wherever you want it to be. Your first acting experience.
I'm gonna say again, like properly. I remember this vividly. You know, Year 5. We're doing a Christmas play.
Who did you play?
It was like multiple scenes.
Oh, so you did multiple roles.
Yeah, Christmas play. This is how I knew I love acting. So basically, one girl called Tiana. Shout out Tiana. She didn't turn up that day, innit? So I had to play her character, and she's a year above us, so she was in year 6 at the time, and she was a police officer. Bro,
Were you in a Christmas play?
yeah, this Christmas Day. Like, we were doing so many things.
Oh, so I just, you know that when I hear Christmas play, I thought like, do you know what I mean?
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, it's that.
Y'all had police officers in away in the major.
Nah, they just, it was an enhancement, innit? It was still the same.
That's an adaptation.
Same, concept, whatever.
Okay.
And then obviously, so I'm playing her role, her police role, some dancing, what people are liking, and not as in like rehearsal was fun, cool. So I'm thinking, yeah, I've got it now, innit? Like, she's not gonna turn up on Christmas, like not on Christmas Day, but on the day of the Christmas show. I'm hearing, oh, Fred, like Tiana's, she'll be putting up. When I mean, I was sad. Wow, that's
but what? You had other roles though?
Yeah, I had other roles, but I was
okay.
thinking, why am I sad about that?
Yeah.
So obviously thinking back now, so like I said,
You wanted to just do it.
yeah, man. So that was definitely my first acting experience, because it was like in front of my parents, like my friends' parents, and you're doing costume changes
and that, yeah.
Thinking back, it's probably proper like immature in it the way we did it, but
just the
that,
fun of it, innit?
bro, like I'll never forget that. I was sad. I was trying to play the police officer, man.
I can't believe you had police officers in your.
I don't know why
That's
we
wild.
did. Yeah, the more I think about it, I don't know why we
That
did.
is wild. What else did you like have?
I don't remember.
How you fit a police officer in a Christmas story?
Yeah.
I'd love to see that script.
I swear. From the three wise men and some police officers behind them, bro. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know exactly what, but yeah.
Driving around in cars.
Word. Word.
How about you, man? What was your first?
Separate to like in school, like
We're
just drama
talking,
classes,
we're
but
talking like your first.
the first. This was in secondary school. We did hairspray. So my school used to do productions.
Swear.
So I think this was
What was
year
the
9.
guy's name? Was it
So no.
No. You played what?
No. I'm gonna get there. No. So, Chimmy was there. I remember when we did that. No, you were still there when. Okay, I get to it.
Wait, Hairspray, there was like.
So obviously there's Link, there's Link, Troy.
Bro, I don't know none of names.
all
All
of
I know
them,
is Troy Bolton. Was
Troy Bolton, yeah. So cool. So
I said Troy Bolton.
no, legit. So we did like they did Little Shop of Horrors. They did Grease, Little Shop of Horrors. So this is every year they do it.
Yeah.
So this year was Hairspray, and then I had seen some of my other friends do it the last year. So one of my friends, Richard. So Richard did Little Shop of Horrors. He played like a guy that went to the dentist. So then when I saw him there, I was like, raw, that man can do it. You get what I mean? Because at that time it was like not all the kids was doing the acting, or one was all trying to kick ball, run around. You know what I mean? So anyway, the next year Hairspray came. Then we went into the music room, bare the man them, and then obviously bro was there in it. And then I think the teacher said, yeah, to do this role you have to sing. So if you know you don't want to sing, leave in it. But then they said, okay, but you have to sing in front of each other. So them times I used to tell them, nah, I can sing. Oh, of course you can sing. So obviously that's
Can you actually sing?
It was, yeah. I'm good for it still.
You trying to...
Nah. Listen, for the right price, innit? I mean, weddings, bar mitzvahs, whatever you want, man's there, innit? But yeah, so that was year 9, year 9. So that was year 9. So we did Hairspray anyway. But because I didn't want to sing, like I sang in front of like the 8 of us that was there, but I didn't want to sing. So, and to be fair, the people that got the main roles, they were way better singers than I was. Anyway, so even if I sang, that man was better than me anyway. So I don't have you watched Hairspray?
No.
So there's one role called Mr. Pinky, yeah? So he's like a fashionista. He was just doing dry cleaning, designing clothes, whatever he was doing, innit? So me and my friend, we both went for the role. So to allow us to both act, they basically made us Mr. Pinky twins. Do you get? So we both did the same role, but it's like he'll say a line, I'll say a line, he'll say a line, I'll say a line. But then, long story short, he got suspended, so I got to do all the lines. Yeah. So that was my first role. So that was in year 9. We had a school production, so obviously you do the rehearsals, you do like several different shows. So yeah, it was good, man. It was good, yeah. Man, long story, but we got there, man, didn't it?
I need to watch it actually.
It's alright. Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Alright, cool. I've lost count of whose time this really is. Oh yeah, wait. It is? Alright, listen.
Cool. How do you feel about your character and his stance in the film?
So as backstory, so I play Eze in the film. I'm gonna cap what I can say, innit? But if you haven't watched it by this point, or if you're watching this, it's coming. If you've watched this after the fact, go back and watch it again. But yeah, so I play a young man that's just trying to find himself and figure himself out. I feel like it's relatable in the sense that we can all have ideas in life or, you know, places we want to get to. And then that's the hope versus the reality. So in the reality, so I want to be an astronaut, but here I am working for Oxfam, for example. We're not there. So what do you do in the in-between time?
Yeah.
So I think his stance makes sense in terms of, you know, when you get so far in your own head, sometimes you're unconsolable. People can't talk you out of it. Yeah, but there's some stuff I disagree with. Do you know what I mean? I feel like communication is key. So what you're going through is valid, but there's to some extent you should try and communicate that if you care enough about the people that have to be around you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, interesting one though. There's certain stuff I don't really agree with, which I expressed about his character. Yeah, not about my character. Yeah, there's certain stuff I don't agree with in it, which I expressed.
Do you feel like it's because you're taking it too personal?
No, I just think it's like, how do I say it? It's like I just think sometimes people aren't psychic in it, so they won't know what you don't tell them. Ultimately, so you can't hold them to certain standards of which they're unaware of.
They don't know
because they don't know. Yeah, so I feel like in the film, my character's like that. It's like he's in his own head, so he's not considering the other things. But I feel like if you take a step and think outside of yourself, you know that okay, yeah, that's valid for you to feel upset, but it's misguided or it's misdirected. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Guess we'll leave it for the audience.
Yeah, you lot decide. Alright, cool. Last one. Right, yeah, good you got this one, boy. Last question, what do you fear?
What do I fear?
Yep.
Mad. What can I say? God?
Listen, whatever you want to say.
I think God, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because again, no one knows tomorrow, so I think just like you said, the fear of the unknown, basically. Yeah, that's a pretty short answer.
Right.
How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, we're just gonna put the same answer in there, innit? Do you know what I mean? Just loop it, innit? When you edit it, loop it. But yeah, man. That's been us, people. Bowl's empty now, innit? Empty. But yeah, so I've been Temisanren Uwawah.
And I have been Frederick Yeboah.
Hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you enjoy the film when you watch it. Tell your friends about it. Tell your friends.
Yes.
Man, them talk to each other. You don't gotta hold it in. Do you know what I mean? You got brothers for a reason. Lean on them. Rely on them. Peace.